Hi, my name is David Kennedy. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this brief introductory video. I hope through this video you can catch a glimpse of our family, that you can catch a glimpse of our heart for ministry, and most of all, our desire to follow the next steps God has for us. My wife Alicia and I have been married for 13 years. We have two boys. Our oldest son, Eric, is 10 years old, and then I have a younger son, Cole, who is 7 years old. We come to you with 13 years of full-time ministry experience. The last 10 of those years have been in a large multi-staff church outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. We love where we live. We love our ministry that we've been able to be involved in. We love the community that we get to serve. But God has placed a burden deep in our heart and a calling to serve in a greater pastoral role, and we are ready to take the next step. 3 years ago, we transitioned into adult ministries at our church, leaving 10 years of fruitful student ministry behind. We learned a lot of lessons. We grew a lot. We grew our ministry philosophy a lot. And then that last 3 years working with adults, God has incredibly challenged and grew our hearts even more with the desire to pastor people. My wife and I are completely on board with this transition. And even though it pains our heart to potentially leave this area, we know that following God, we can't look back, and He's got a great plan for us. One of the things I strive to do in ministry is to pursue everything with excellence. I feel that people should walk into our services, our facilities, our worship experiences, and they should see that we have put our best foot forward. We are putting out a product to make it easy for people to follow Jesus. We want to make it easy for people to grow in Jesus. We want to take people who have been in church for their entire lives and help them grow deeper in their walk with God, but at the same time, creating an environment that's inviting the unchurched in to meet this Jesus that we serve and that we know can change lives. I pursue excellence in all I do. I want to be a practical, relational, and absolutely easy to hear speaker. I want people to be able to take the Word of God and hear what's being said and not go over their heads, but be practical and relational to what they're going through in their lives. What does our next ministry step look like? I have no idea what God's going to do with this. We are willing to serve in any demographic of people. We're willing to serve in any geographical location. We're willing to serve any size church. We've been a part of smaller churches. We've been a part of larger churches on staff. More than anything, we want to walk into the center of God's will, and we want God to take us there. And if that's your church, we are so excited. The one thing that I say I desire in a church more than anything, more than philosophical differences, more than the way of ministry, I desire a church that will welcome my family with open arms, that will be a family to my wife and my boys, that will let us become not just a part of their employment, but let us become a part of their church body. We are relational people. We love making friendships and relationships with the people we are serving. And your church, I promise you, we would do the same for you. And I hope you'll do the same thing for us. We're praying that God will give us His plan. And while we're praying for us and your church, I ask you, would you pray for God that He would help us to see His plan and His will in our lives? We love this. We love serving God. It's been a wild ride for the last 13 years. I couldn't imagine doing it with anybody other than my wife. She's so faithful and dedicated to what we're doing. We're doing this together, and we can't wait to see what God's going to do with us next. God bless you in your search. And should you have any more questions about my background, my education, my qualifications, or my employment history, I'd be more than happy to speak with you. God bless you in your search, and have a great day.